Hey, my name is JennaPara, and we are continuing the first tree. Hold on. Okay, it's so loud. Jeez. Okay, so I think it didn't say when I picked up the thing there, so we must go there again. Oh gosh. It's so straight. Look at the running. Okay, here we go.
Even at my most distant, at the times when I detested him the most, he kept reaching out. For a year straight, he asked me every week when we were going camping. I thought he was just dense. Eventually, to shut him up, I agreed. We carried out the worn lawn chairs from the garage and set up a cinder block campfire at the site we'd always used behind the house. We walked down the mountain path, talking in the warm sunshine we only got a couple months of the year. Those 3 obsidian rocks shimmered alongside the shore, almost like sparklers pressed against a dark window. I'll never forget that wet stone on my feet, or how those massive mountains looked even bigger in the lake's reflection. I felt small, but grateful. As the sun set, my dad found something I hadn't seen for a long time. The tree where I'd made my first carving when I was 6. I hadn't even carved it. My dad had helped me, but I still called it my tree. Something about seeing my name there made me open up, and we talked about everything that night in that old camouflage tent. I told him how much I loved sketching and design, and how it would be a dream to study architecture in Seattle. I told him how I didn't get along with my friends much anymore, but that I didn't mind being alone. He told me he was there for me, and he joked that if all he had to do was write my name on a tree to finally get me to talk, he would have left me carved logs with novels on them in front of my room every morning. I don't know why it took me that long to realize it, but it was then I knew how much he had sacrificed for me.
Okay, shit. It didn't save last time. So we can just pick them together. Okay. Okay. We have to pick this too. God damn it. So unfortunate. But hey, no can do. All the colors, like that purple. It is purple, right? Purple, violet, purple. And that little bluish color reminds me of, like I said last time, Mass Effect Andromeda. When you go to the Jaha. Wait. What the hell was his name? The blue dude in that place. Gosh, I really want to play that game again. It's such a masterpiece. I know a lot of people hated it for the animation and the story and shit, but I loved it. I'm so glad I picked it. Guitar. You play guitar? I'm sorry, I keep sometimes looking at the screen. I'm always paranoid that my shit goes like I stop recording or something. It happens sometimes. Like I have forgotten to press something or whatever. Or then I thought that I pressed but it didn't. You know. Here's the boat. I wish it was summer here. I could go fishing. At least I can fish in Red Dead. Oh yeah, there was one of those digging things. I love the piano. Dim, dim. Wanna be emotional? If I remember right, there was nothing over there. I'm not 100% sure, but I think... Wait, hold on, what's that? Oh, it's a keyboard, okay. Ah, gosh damn it. Gosh darn it. There was stuff over there.
We were happiest underneath the evergreens. We decided it was time to finally map out the hundreds of acres we lived on, just to pass the time during the summer. He was only free in the evenings, so I would spend the day wasting time on dial-up internet and sketching, and then we would rush into the woods, pen and map in hand, before evening fell. Sometimes, the aurora borealis would cast a cold green glow on the mountainside, and we would finish our route underneath a twilight sky. Sometimes I was lonely during those summer days, but there was comfort in the routine.
A lot of teenagers aren't looking for the daily grind, though. There's nothing wrong with wanting to get out, to leave your childhood home. You wanted to progress, to make something of yourself.
Yeah, you're right. That house. I'm sure it's the same as how I left it. But then why does it feel so different?
I doubt you're the only adult to have looked back and asked that question.
Wait, they left the one sentence. The space thing. What the hell? It's also nice, like, if you forgot what they talked about, like, I forgot what they... I remembered the tree, but I forgot, like, all the other things that I dug. Kinda hits home as well. Ah, god damn it. The way forward. Okay, nice. Didn't I get those last time? I don't even remember. Now we get to go move forward, which is nice. There's that. I think we have to go from here. Oh, what? Oh yeah, this was that. Okay.
My dad built a lot of stuff in his free time. If he wasn't watching fly fishing or reading Tom Clancy novels, he was carving something.
Tom
He made
Clancy.
tons
Ah,
of
yeah.
birdhouses. Not that he was into bird watching, but I think he really missed working and adding on to the home. If he couldn't afford the time to build onto our own house, he would have to settle with watching birds move into their little homes. We kept an old mattress in the bed of that ugly yellow truck, so we would drive it deep into the woods and then watch the birds fly into their houses while the sun set. Usually it was accompanied by venison jerky or a cold Coke, but not a lot of talking, which is how we both liked it.
And there were the Coke. Wait, I went there before. But I haven't visited here. Let's do it. I'm sorry, this episode is a little all over the place. What is that? Is that pyramid? 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 No, it's the house. Oops. I remember digging this up. Now that I came here.
On our property, there were old abandoned pieces of a shed and car long left unused. I used to ask him all the time who those people were that left all this junk. And I'm sure he got so tired of hearing it that he made up some elaborate stories how a brown bear ate them and haunted the woods afterwards. What's funny is I think it made those people seem more real. Growing up thinking they were still hanging out like they couldn't say goodbye. I used to tell my friends how I could swear I saw spirits move near the water, and that always freaked them out. I guess it didn't bother me, because the way I saw it, they were normal people with old cars and sheds, just trying to figure out how to survive and be happy in the middle of nowhere. It was a cool thought that they didn't want to leave, but you know, I was a weird kid.
Well, you had good company since those ghosts like living in a place where they were brutally devoured.
The woman voice reminds me from somewhere. I'm trying to think, what was it? Okay, here we go, finally. I'm pretty sure this is the end. Oh, is that a wolf? Is that like my dad? Papa.
The perpetrator stood nearby, unfazed, like nothing was wrong. My dad is dead, and he's never coming back, Rachel. I can tell you these stories, but I can never reminisce with him again. He can never hold a grandchild that we'll probably never be able to have. I can never talk to him again, and I'll never be able to say I'm sorry. For everything.
That's kinda creepy looking. Hello. Daijoubu desu ka? Hi, wait up! Where are you going? Oh. Oh. Okay. Ah! No! Fuck! But I wanted the one. God damn it. Nah, I can do it on my free time. I have a lot of two on Spyro and on this one and everywhere. God damn it! Fuck. Papa. Wait, really? Ah, there was 2 under the thing, or are those just plants? Ding, 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 ding. It looks like the fallout when you go to the radioactive the place. The trees are like they're growing. I love the music in this. It's sad, but it's beautiful.
I need to go to bed. I just can't talk about this anymore. Good night.
Okay. Is there anything? Oh, the woman's voice reminds me a little bit of Delilah from the Firewatch, but also someone else. I don't think here's anything. At least nothing catch my eye. My eyes. I think the trees are growing. Or is it just like the map is like developing or something? Because they want to avoid the lags. I don't know. Can I? Whoa. Okay. Moving forward. Wait, what? Oh, that looks pretty. The wolf doesn't look so impressed.
Joseph, you can't go to sleep feeling like this. I'm sorry for everything, and I know you need space, but I'm here for you. You don't need to feel so lost. Joseph, have I ever told you what my mother was like?
Is that her mother?
You know what it's like not to have a mom at home. And you know how hard that made my childhood. What helped me was watching the birds in the morning before the school bus came. I thought that my mother was one of those birds, and it made me want to be free like her. My mom taught me how to fold origami cranes while she was in the hospital. So I told myself I would fold one every day until I could fly myself.
You're kind of sad. God damn it. Just when I've been feeling like shitty and having these shitty thoughts about life, I play a game like this. Oh gosh.
I think we both have always loved animals. And for me, that love started with a dog. Sometimes this Rottweiler would come up to our property line and wait at
Okay,
the
they
fence
ruined
for
the
me,
story with the
but
dog.
only once in a while. I was sure to check every day immediately after school, and it usually ended in disappointment. I would even steal money from my passed-out dad just so I could buy these off-brand dog biscuits. Even when she did stop by, she never went beyond the fence. Why was she so scared?
We are scared of the unknown. Most people.
I think my dad was the opposite of your dad in almost every way, except he was in the military as well. He coped with alcohol of every kind. The trailer started falling apart, he got angry, and I withdrew. More and more I became the weird, quiet kid who made lots of origami birds and carried dog biscuits around. I think we were pretty similar when it came to being the weird kids. And that same sincerity in college was one of the reasons I was so drawn to you.
Also, it's like between
Life got worse and worse. And at one point, I really didn't think I could survive another day with my soul still intact. I had no real friends, let alone neighbors, since we lived in the middle of nowhere. I should have talked to my teacher, but I was scared what he would do if he found out. As I waited for the school bus one morning, I walked around until I found something in an abandoned shed. Something I can't put into words.
between the main character from the What Remains of Edith Finch and then Delilah, like their love child.
I summoned courage I didn't know I had, and I broke into my dad's room and found the key to the shed where he had locked my bike. I'll never forget that feeling of the wind rushing by my ears as the sun rose over fields of wheat. I was flying for the first time. I biked as far as my legs could take me until I found a house that felt friendly and that felt like home. Those strangers helped me in so many ways. And if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have found my foster family. And if it wasn't for my parents, I wouldn't have met you. You have strength, Joseph, and you're not as alone as you think.
It's all just so pointless. Just waiting for life to happen. It's like having the home I always wanted is cursed out of my reach. The thought of being a parent myself. How could I do that when I couldn't even be a good son? I'm sorry. I know what you're saying. I just don't know how things will work out. These quiet hours will turn into years. We'll wonder which roads passed us by.
Then we'll forge a new road together. Besides, I discovered for myself that one fateful morning where any hopeful road leads to. There may be thorns in this, but it always leads to the same thing.
And what's that?
Family.
I'm so glad that you're part of my family, Rachel.
And I'm glad you're part of mine.
I can hear a baby. I think most people are like impatient with life, like they're lost and they are then like impatient to find a purpose. Like I'm finding with that. I have no idea what is my purpose and I don't have faith. Dutch would be like, have some goddamn faith. But I don't have faith. I don't see myself. Like, I don't see the future of myself. Like, I don't see the future Jenna. Like some people, I'm kinda jealous of people who knows what they want from life. And I always feel like I'm alone. Like, I don't know what the hell do I want from it. Life is so complicated in a way, or then I'm just making it complicated. I don't know. But I am lost. I have always been. I have never known what I want. And now I feel like crying. But I ain't gonna cry. Suck them tears. But yeah. It is hard. And I know I'm not alone with it. So yeah. Didn't expect my Tuesday to be this kind. Is it Tuesday? Yeah. Don't hit me with the feels.
The fox knew her last cub would be waiting for her at the first tree. She was almost there. The rain cascaded onto the jade valley where the entrance to the tree was. Life was protected there, because that's where life began. It was now only a mother and a daughter left. Items from my life still dotted the ground as she moved closer to her destination and destiny.
God damn it, I missed the things from there. Was there anything? Pretty sure there was. God damn. But I also see life in a way that you shouldn't plan future too much, because there is always a possibility that it will all go, like if the plan will fail, basically it will go to south. Shit goes to south a lot of times. So that's why I also don't want to plan much for the future. Not even for like next week I will do this and that, because I have had a lot of disappointments. So it's kind of also a way to protect myself from that feeling.
At the end of high school, I felt something I hadn't felt in a long time. Drive. I looked into the best architecture schools on the West Coast, then got a dose of reality when looking at other students' portfolios and the high cost of tuition. I still wanted to be something, to be the next Alvaro Siza, and to make those thousands of sketches worth something in my grand history. But now even an internship sounds impossible. Siza helped me understand how essential emotion is in architecture, and he also said light is the real composer of space. I like to think these glints of light, like not finding a job, or even a strange dream about a fox, are something I should be thankful for, even if the illuminated space is something I'm less than comfortable with.
What I was going to say was, like, I try to live day by day. I have had people telling me, like professionals, like, should live day by day, because I tend to think too much. I am an overthinker. I've been since my childhood. I remember crying a lot of times because I was just thinking of death, like losing my mom and stuff like that. And my mom told me that it was terrible, like she couldn't just say that, like I will never die and stuff like that. I still struggle with that in a way. But enough of that, I don't wanna cry. I cried enough.
to a point. Things were okay until this terrible accident happened. I guess a forklift flipped over due to a bad axle, and it crushed one of the workers there. My dad didn't eat for days, even though he wasn't directly involved. It devastated him. Not only did it hurt the business, but it just freaked him out. He would talk in his sleep, muttering things about firing people and saying sorry. One fateful day he approached me, said that since my school search wasn't going well, I should finally be a man and take over the family business. He said one day he was going to die, and that all of his work, sacrifice, and even that man's life would be wasted in vain. I just lost it. Teenage me just exploded at the thought. I screwed up. I said things I shouldn't have. He was having a crisis, and I pretty much spit in his face.
So silent. Where do I even have to go? Do I have to go in here? Ah, there's a house. It's sinking. I can't get in. What the hell? Where? Do I just have to go on the top of the mountain? Are those boats? Oh, it's a hospital bed, isn't it? Yeah. Let's hear it.
Was that the last time you talked to him?
No, I called on holidays, and he would call on my birthday. I guess we acted like nothing ever happened, which was stupid. Didn't want to ask about his lumberyard, and I'm sure he didn't want to ask about my job search. I never went back and visited. I think the last conversation we had was about what movies we had seen and what exactly a best boy is in the credits. I thought he would be here so much longer.
Oh, I thought he was one of those. Ah, it is. Okay. Two, in fact. Can I go through there? Can I get up from here? I don't really want to run a mile. Kilometer. You can do it, Fox. Hell yeah. Ah, okay, nice. We have great games. They are like an escape, at least for me. Works as a therapy as well, just like YouTube. But games like this makes you think. But then it feels better when it's over. After a while. If you're like me, overthinker or something, worrying too much, me. Either like overthinking thinker or worrying too much, like
In the distance, the first tree illuminated the wasteland. She couldn't go home anymore. She did the only thing she was capable of. Moving forward. My dad died alone in the middle of the wilderness. I should have been talking to him more. I should have done a lot of things differently.
If the first tree on earth brought life with it, if it taught the birds to sing and fly and showed saplings how to grow, what could it do for us?
Now I know who the Black Wolf was supposed to be. It wasn't the Pa, it was Death. That's my theory. Let me know yours in the comments. Yeah. But what I was going to say, if you're worrying, if you worry too much and you are overthinker like I am, I worry too much, I overthink everything basically.
There was a letter I received yesterday.
God
From
damn
a
it.
name I didn't recognize, with a quote I can't stop thinking about. Death is not the opposite of life, but a part of it. More and more, I'm realizing one important truth. Each of us have our own journey to the first tree. But sometimes I'm not sure I'm ready to take that first step.
You already have my love.
So, regarding to what I said, fuck, damn. The first tree awakens and gently asks if there is one last message the fox wants to tell her children. She replies back and says, "Oh, mouth wide open, mouth wide open." No, I'm just kidding. I'm pretty sure some people have said like suck my ass or whatever. Okay. Your time here mattered? Nah. Fuck. Your life wasn't. I'm so bad at this. You're right, girl. Oh, Arthur. God damn it, for the children. Let's just be simple. Ah, what the f... I will never... Okay, let's be formal. I will never... Oh, what the hell? Never... forgive you. Forget you. Is that too cliche? I don't know. This is so hard. As hard as choosing a goddamn name in a video game. Ah, fuck it. I could have... You... Y'all... Yeah, oh, bitches. I'm sorry, I'm so terrible. Jeez. Let's just fucking do it. I love you. I will never forget you. I love you. Yeah, as good as it gets. Wait, what? The fox mom died too?
I guess her journey was over. But I have no idea.
Oh.
It was only a dream. A distraction from tomorrow.
I don't think dreams normally bring back to memory so many important feelings. Maybe it was just a dream, but it was also a gift.
Yeah, I suppose. But tomorrow we're getting on a plane to the last place on Earth I want to be. The only person that would have made the trip worth it is gone.
You're going to see him and be with him one last time before you say goodbye. I have one last quote for you by Emerson, sealed in an imaginary letter from me to you. It is the secret of the world that all things subsist and do not die, but only retire a little from sight and afterward return again. Go to sleep, my love. We have a big day tomorrow, but I'll be there with you every step of the way.
Thank you. Thanks for listening. Good night, Rachel.
Good night, Joseph.
Okay. Dun, dun, dun. dun, 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 dun. Six months later. What? What? Okay, this turned into a horror game? Is this the place where the fox visits? Okay, but that will continue. Will continue in the next one. I'm not sure how much is still left on the game, but anyways, I don't want to make this too long. It's already too long. I'll try to make shorter videos, except the the Red Dead that I recorded. But I apologize if it's too long, you know. Time goes so fast when you're playing. Anyways, thank you for watching. Check the link in the description if you want to donate to my channel. They all goes to games. I know I have repeated that, but it's just making people aware. So yeah, that being said, as always, take care and bye bye. P.S. Try not to worry too much, because stress is never good. It does damage to you, to your body, to your mind, to everything. And let's enjoy video games. There are many good games coming this year, and I'll be here, you'll be here, we have each other's, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm bad at trying to say something cheerful. I'm bad at that. I'm not good. I suck at things that I do. Anyways, ciao.